Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So now we are going to do part 2. Oh, hold on my chair. We're going to do part 2 of the video and finish everything up. So in our first video, we did everything except for assemble the actual little book together. We did this, the inside part, we did the covers, and I think that was about it. One thing I did forget to do on camera was to make the little pull tabs or the pull holes, so that way when there's something inside it's easier to pull out. But basically I just took my circle punch, put it down in, and cut the holes. And if you want, see how I just did mine on one side? You can always do it on both sides if you want. It's up to you, or you know what, you don't even have to have it if you don't want to, but I used my 1-inch hole punch to do those. Another thing I forgot to mention, of course, was we need a closure, and I have this bluish grayish ribbon because I think that's going to match the cover pretty well. I do think so. But this ribbon, actually, hold on, let me get the middle. It's going to go on the inside here. And this is way too long, but this is just the last piece I have, and I don't think that I want to cut it down. I'll cut it down after because I don't think I'll use this again. So it's not like I want to conserve it because I'd really only have like a little piece left. So let me just show you how we are going to attach this. And again, of course, I'm eyeballing it. Let me make sure I have, okay. I'm just going to run, I think, let me just make a little mark because I don't really know exactly where the middle is. I thought I had a pencil, maybe not. Okay, so the middle is roughly, I'd say about here. So we are going to just put some double-sided tape on there, and let me just get the middle again. And of course it doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. And then I'll just put some on this side because, as you know, we're gonna glue the covers, or we're gonna glue the inside to the covers, so that's why I only need this little tape just to keep it in place, so that way we know where it's gonna be. Alright, so oops, goes this way. Now, what we're going to do, basically, let's see. I know these are basically the same, but sometimes you know how you like one as a cover as opposed to the other, and I think it's going to be this way. So what we're going to do is actually going to sit in like this, and I hope my head didn't go in the way, but the back side is going to butt up right against the edge. And see how we have a little bit here, a little bit here, and a little bit here of an edge? That is what we want. And then this is going to go all the way. This side is going to line up. And this is going to line up. So basically, it'll be, see, like this. And if you want, you don't have to put a binding on this because that looks kind of neat. You can see the little blue ribbon sticking through. And it's more of like a raw edge. But I'm going to put this on just because I want to finish it just like I've done all my other books in the past, like that. So what we want to do first is make sure I'm doing the back first. Okay, so this is the back. And what I want to do, oh no, why is this? Okay. I want to cover this side in glue. So again, get it nice and gluey so that way it stays. I'll put some on the ribbon. Sometimes I don't know if I put enough, if I put too much, but I sometimes would rather have too much than not enough, because you can always wipe the excess away. Whereas if it's not enough, then your book might fall apart. So we don't want that to happen. Okay, so now that it's nice and glued up, just going to spread it around just a little bit because I don't want it too goopy in one area. Great. Hold on, I should have brought a napkin. Oh, do I have a napkin? Oh, I do. Okay. So now we're going to take this ever so carefully, and we want to make sure that we're lining this up. And I'm sorry, I have to tilt it just a tad because I want to make sure it's all the way to the edge. And you know, the nice thing about using wet glue anyway, you do have a little bit of time just to make sure everything is where it needs to go. Okay, let's see, and that's all the way to the edge. Perfect. And it's lined up. And again, I'll probably just open it and just sort of make sure it's all pressed down nice and neatly. Okay, so there is the first cover. Well, actually I should say the back cover, because this one is going to be the front now. And now we're going to do the same thing and then attach the front. So get our glue back out, and let me just make sure I am in frame. Perfect. Okay, and we're going to put more glue, lots and lots of glue. I like this glue a lot, but sometimes I feel like it's a little bit tricky to come out at times. Like, I think I'm growing muscles in my arm just squeezing the glue. Seriously. Oof. Okay. Now let me just, again, just spread it out. Oops. Okay, this is the tricky part now, because now I'm lining this up with this, and I think that actually, you know what I could do? I could maybe do it this way. Okay, and then line it up that way. Oh, that actually worked. I'm sorry if I just took it off camera, but basically I put it like this and then I just squished it in quickly. And let's see how it, oh, perfect. That is actually a really good idea. Whichever way is the easiest for you to put it on. Sometimes, like certain angles, especially when you're recording, because the camera's right here, you can't really bend in like you normally would, or kind of peek down close, because you have to keep your head out of the camera's way. But let's just make sure everything is all nice and stuck down. Okay, so there we have it. So, well, not there we have it, because we're not finished yet, almost, but here we go. So we have this part done. So the book is 99% complete. So the only thing we have to do now is put on the spine, which is so easy, and then I'm also going to just put this on the front. So to put on the spine, basically, you want to make sure it's nice and round. And what I did is I wrapped it around. What did I wrap it around? I think I had a pen earlier. Oh, actually I used the marker and just kind of, you know, worked it so it kind of kept a curve like that, because it'll just be easier to put it on like this. So what I think I'm going to do is, just for myself, I know that it comes almost to these hearts right here. So it's basically, I need to glue this whole piece right here. And I mean, I'm sure there's better methods to do it, but I don't know what they are at this moment. I mean, you could probably put the glue inside the spine as long as you measure wherever it comes to on the book. But I think I will just do it like this because for me, it's the easiest way. I know it came all the way almost. There we go. All right, let's try this now. And then we're just going to want to, this is always the tricky part. I'm going to line it up like so. And this is a one part one, because it is wet glue. You're just gonna have to hold it for a minute until it kind of starts adhering itself. And then just make sure it's lined up nice and neat. And oopsies. Anything extra you can just wipe right off. Oops, there's some coming out the side over here. Let me just set it down just for a minute, just so I can sort of push it down just ever so slightly. Okay, and now see how we just kind of roll it over? Roll it over. But the thing is, let's see. All right, so it almost comes to these hearts. So if I can cover all of those hearts, I think it'll be good. All right, let's try that. And like I said, as you watch this, as with what a lot of people do, they get the basic idea from watching somebody else and then always put their own sort of twist into it anyway. I'm sure there's people out there that will do lots of different things with it. And then the person that I learned to do this from, which I didn't tell you, I linked those original videos in the first part of this, just so you can see her original way she did hers. If you're interested. And everybody, like, you know, it's fun because you learn from somebody else and then you add your twist to it, and as you pass it on, somebody else will learn from you and put their twist on it, and it's just fun. It's just kind of like keeps going and going and going. So let's see, let me just maybe push this down just a tad. Oopsies. I don't think this is completely dry yet here. Should hold it down a little longer. Okay. Well, I mean, obviously I'm not going to use it right now, so it's not does not have to be 100% dry, because what I want to do is put this on the cover. Oh, that's so cute. All right. See you let's just get this one nice and glued on. And almost done gluing. Okay. And I will do my best to try to line this up as best as I can. Oh, I hope my head's not in the way. If it was, I'm really sorry. Oh gosh. Let's see. Is that straight? There we go. There it is. So, here's our little cover, and of course you can decorate your cover however you want. On this one I put these little, I don't know if there's like little studs kind of things in the corners. You know, you can put a little charm on the side. You can just go all out with it. And of course I'll cut this down. But here's our little book. So now we can add our little tags to the pockets that we made. Like so. Oops, and like so. And I found, you know what, this is a good thing to use. You know, when your kids get their school pictures and there's those wallet size pictures that you get like a million of? Well, they fit here. And if you tie this up, it's a hard cover, you can throw it in your purse. So instead of, you know, pulling out a wallet and having those plastic, you know, sleeves that you put the pictures in, you pull out something like this, it's really cute. And then you can, if you don't put a hole here, you can put the picture right here. So there's room for technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you can technically fit 12 3x4 pictures in here, or smaller. But I mean, how cute is that? And it really wasn't too difficult to make. Of course, you can use any papers you want. You can use any types of spine that you want. You can decorate it however you want. But this is just the basic. These are the basic measurements and, you know, ways to get this started. But once you know the base of it, you can just go all out and have tons of fun and just, you know, use your imagination. But these are so cute. And these are actually also really good stocking stuffers or Secret Santa gifts or, you know, anything like that. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was easy to follow along. I hope that my head wasn't in the way some of the times. If it was, excuse it. But I'm hoping this kind of inspired some of you to try and make some of your own, because they're really fun to make. They don't take too long to make, and you can just give them your own personality and spruce them up however you want. So here is the little mini book made with one 12x12 piece of paper, chipboard, and patterned paper. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them below. Again, remember, this is part 2, so make sure you also watch part 1. And I will see you soon in the next video. Bye.